Hello and welcome to the Hades 2 24 Fear Surface series, where we're clearing Hades 2 at 24 Fear with every aspect of every weapon on the surface, and today we are going to be doing the last aspect of Revaal that we have yet to clear. After this we're going to start doing some duplicate runs just in the opposite region, but we are going to do the last Revaal aspect, which is aspect of Melinoë. Now, I'll be honest, I have some problems with this aspect. I think it's actually pretty good, but there are some things that don't work about it the way that you might think they do. That makes me feel like there's a few missed opportunities here. And compared to Medea, Persephone, or Hell, it's my least favorite aspect of the bunch. I still prefer this over aspect Melinoë Sister Blades, but I've said enough about that. Okay, so let's go into this, and then I'll discuss why I have problems with it, but then we'll also go into what build we're actually going to do today. So aspect of Melinoë, your attacks have more power for each shell fired and not yet retrieved. Power per spent shell plus 12. This is misleading. Each shell fired and not yet retrieved is not quite accurate. Here's the thing, I don't actually know how this game tracks spent shells, because I've tested it a number of different ways, and nothing is consistent about it. So let me just kind of go over what the basics of how this works are, and then I'll explain why it's confusing. So basically, your base attack is 40, but now I've spent and not retrieved one shell. So my next attack is going to have plus 12 power at 52, the next one is 64, and then the third one is 76. Seems straightforward. Here's the thing, what if I fire 2 shells at the same time before they hit an enemy? That would be 2 shells fired and not yet retrieved, so arguably, the first shell should have 52 power. But it's not. It's 40 and then 52. Kind of hard to see behind the text there. 40 and 52. So it's not shells fired. It's shells spent. But what counts as a spent shell? Is it a detonation? Well, here's the thing. I've done some tests before. It's kind of hard to do. I have auto aim on right now, but it's kind of hard to demonstrate. But I have done this before where I'll fire a shell off in the distance and then fire a second shell immediately at Skelly before the first shell has a chance to detonate. And the shell that hits Skelly does 52 damage, even though the first shell hasn't detonated yet. So what is it? Is it fired shells? Is it detonated shells? What is it? I do not know. This game is not very clear in figuring out, in describing what constitutes a spent shell. Here's where that becomes problematic. There is a hammer that should, in theory, be perfect for this weapon, and it's not. Wide Grin. Your attacks fire your shells all at once in a spread pattern. This should be perfect. If it is how the aspect is written, your attacks have more power for each shell fired and not yet retrieved. Well, if you're firing all your shells at once, you haven't retrieved them, in theory they should all gain the maximum power per spent shell bonus. Instead, none of them do, and they all do exactly 40 damage, making this aspect actually completely invalidated when you take Wide Grin. If you ask me, Wide Grin should give the full power bonus for every single shell, because it would actually make this weapon so much fun. Wide Grin is probably one of my favorite hammers to actually use with this weapon, except for the fact that it doesn't work. So that's kind of where I have problems with it. Now, that's not to say that there's no way to make use of this aspect. It's just that the ways that you think would make the most sense don't work. There are still some hammers we can make use of. For example, we could do Bolstered Array. 2 extra shells fired and not retrieved is 2 extra instances of getting the bonus damage with this aspect. This is something I'm probably going to focus more on with the Underworld run, not the Surface run. We're going to do a Surface run today because I'm actually going to do some pretty heavy boon requirements, and I want to get as much as I can in the City of Ephyra, if possible. It may actually be a little bit tricky to make that happen based on what we're going to be starting with, but we'll see. We could also potentially go for, and this is actually what we are going to be going for, we're going to go for Possessed Array. Now, this doesn't really work super well with the aspect, but I do think it works super well with the build we're going to be going for. Your shells fire your Omega attack whenever retrieved, but make you lose 25 magic. Here's where actually this is pretty fun. Do you know what Possessed Array works with? Possessed Array works with Exceptional Talent. And more to the point, it does not cost the extra 30 magic. When you use Possessed Array and you collect one of your shells, your Omega attack will fire twice, but you will only use 25 magic. It spends the 25 magic when you collect the shell one time, and it does not add 30 to the cost for the Omega move. So Possessed Array with Exceptional Talent actually is a really solid combo. So what we're going to do is we are going to focus on, if we can get Bolstered Array as well, that would be fantastic, because then that is going to help us with our bonus. But what I'm going to try to do is I'm going to go for Nova Strike, I'm going to go for Extra Dose, and I'm going to go for Lucid Gain. With Nova Strike, we're going to get the extra blast radius and percent-based increase on our attacks, which will synergize nicely with the flat damage increase of the aspect Melinoë. With Extra Dose, when we fire our attacks, we'll get a chance to hit 2 times. And then with Lucid Gain, we'll get some of the highest flat magic restoration we can get. If we pair this with Winter Circle, all we really need to do is fire our attacks, deploy our cast, and then collect them all. It'll detonate 4 times, and we'll use 100 magic. But our Omega attack with Exceptional Talent will detonate 8 times instead. So that is what I would like to go for. Now here's the thing. I am not going to start with Apollo. And the reason why is because I'm going to cheat a little bit for this run. Outside, right now on the surface, there is a hammer. And it is already offering Possessed Array. If I take the Harmonic Photon, that hammer will get replaced with Apollo. And I want to start with Possessed Array, so I'm not going to take an Olympian Keepsake to start. Now that's going to make things a little bit tricky in the City of Ephira, because I don't know if we're actually going to be offered Apollo. All I know is that there's a hammer there, I don't know what's beyond it. If we don't get offered Apollo, this could be a little bit tricky, and we may need to reassess this build and maybe do Flutter Strike, but I do want to make sure we get Exceptional Talent, so we're going to be taking the Harmonic Photon on Oceanus one way or another. But in the meantime, I think what we're going to do instead is I'm actually going to take the Silver Wheel. And the reason why is because if we're going to be burning through a lot of magic with Possessed Array, I want to make sure we have as much as possible. To that end, I'm also going to take Hecuba. Now, I probably don't need to, but I want to make sure we have plenty of magic, especially if it takes us a little while to get Lucid Gain. So we're going to start with Silver Wheel, we're going to start with Hecuba, going to start with Possessed Array, and then try to go for Exceptional Talent. For Arcana, we can go with the Sorceress. I don't see any reason why not. We might still actually go for Omega moves and fire our Omega attacks once we do get Exceptional Talent, because there's no reason not to if we can get enough magic restoration. That with Possessed Array is going to be really good. Wayward Sun we'll go with. The Huntress is really easy, especially with Possessed Array. We're going to be burning through a lot of magic, so that'll buff our attack right away. Persistence is good, Death is good, Lovers is good. I'm going to go with Excellence, obviously, to get the Apollo Legendary, and the Boatman and the extra Fates, because we're going to need them if we want to get enough Apollo to actually get that Legendary. Now, ooh, okay, why do I feel so fast? I don't know. Okay, for our Fear, Scars 1, Time 1, Shadow 1 should be good, Det 2, Menace 2, Return 2, Fangs 2 should be fine, and Rivals 3 should be fine as well. I'm actually tempted to rescind Rivals 3 and maybe go with something like Horde's Grit and Pain instead. And you know what, actually with Possessed Array, we could probably do Time 2. Honestly, I don't want to deal with Prometheus and Heracles with this build, I really don't. So yeah, we'll do Time 2 and maybe Horde's 1 instead. With the blast radius of our Omega attacks, I think the extra foes won't be too challenging. So yeah, no Rivals 3 this time. And with that, I think we're good to go. So let's try a surface run.
Going up.
Very first thing we get is a Daedalus Hammer, and that Daedalus Hammer gives us Possessed Array. Your shells fire your Omega attack whenever retrieved, but make you lose 25 magic. We should be able to do this up to 10 times. Yeah, every... Yeah. Now, I'll be honest, I actually don't know if Possessed Array gets the attack bonus of... Ooh, we don't really need Hephaestus. Maybe not. We'll take Hermes. See if we can get Winter Circle right off the bat. I don't actually know if our Omega attack is buffed by the spent shells? Let's find out. Let's do something. I'm going to fire a shell, I'm going to fire another shell and collect this one. I don't think it does, honestly, but that's okay. It does kind of mean the aspect of Melinoë is a little bit wasted on this build, but it's an attack-focused build that really only works by collecting shells. It doesn't make sense to do it with any other aspect of Revaal. And our standard attacks will still help with this. Racing Thoughts could be good if we want to do an Omega attack-focused build, but I would really like to get Winter Circle for Lucid Gain. So let's try just one reroll.
Infinite possibility.
Okay, fine. Racing Thoughts. Okay, let's see what we got. Hope for the best here. We do have Apollo. That's good. Okay, no Medea. That's a bit of a shame. I was really hoping for Traces of Spirit. So what we can do... We'll go with the double Magic Vial, we'll go with the double Center Heart, we'll go with Apollo. And we might even go with Selene, and then I'll try re-rolling a chamber or two. Let's start with the Vials. See if maybe we can get Artemis. Gotta be a little bit careful about how much magic we spend until we do get Lucid Gain. But, I mean, yeah, Possessed Array is not going to work anymore now. That's fine. We still have the aspect bonus to carry us through here. It's just kind of unfortunate how this works to start, but I didn't want to run the risk of not getting Possessed Array by forcing something other than Daedalus to appear. And we'll be able to get Apollo right away once we're done here, and we will make sure we get Lucid Gain first.
Greater might.
Okay, got some max magic, that's good. Let's go for Apollo next. I think he's in the bottom right. Yeah, far right there, okay. Try to get some magic restoration now.
More sticklers.
Now, I'm gonna need a lot of magic restoration. It's not gonna be enough to just have
Should put a dent into that barrier.
40. Like, I'd like to have it at a higher rarity if possible. So, I may also just focus on taking Nova Strike and then take Lucid Gain with the Harmonic Photon and Oceanus when we can rarefy it. We'll see, we'll see. We can also put Pawns into Lucid Gain and that would work too.
We are grateful for your ongoing support.
Nova Strike, Lucid Gain, Epic Rarity, that's perfect. Absolutely. Yeah, and with that, now I do wish we had Winter Circle, but we should be able to come across Hermes again, and that should solve the problem. But I do need to remember to actually deploy my casts quite frequently now to make the best use of this. Okay, let's try a actually, no. Yeah, let's get the Centaur Hearts first. Ooh, lovely. Okay, get back here, buddy. Oh, that was a nasty hit. Good. What you got for me, babe?
That a full moon. Sister Selene's power at its peak. On nights like this, I really feel my immortality. May our combined strength be enough.
Vital Signs, Easy Shot, Lethal Snare. You know what? Lethal Snare is good, especially if we're using our casts for Lucid Gain. Because then what we can also look at doing is getting Supernova. I will take that.
You have it. Fight on, sister.
Now, I'm not actually sure if Lethal Snare will work with Possessed Array, but our regular attacks getting the bonus will help as well. Okay, I'm going to take Selene, and then I'll probably re-roll these Poseidon Chambers, because we don't really need Poseidon. I mean, okay, Hydraulic Might, maybe. It's not really super important, but it would work. shift.
Sister Selene.
The Silver Sisters never cede control.
Now this is actually a bit of an experiment because I don't know if this counts as spending magic towards a hex. I actually don't know. So this is a bit of an experiment. Let's go with phase shift.
Phase shift.
Okay, nothing here. Let's just move on. And let's re-roll a Poseidon Chamber.
Now.
More Apollo, beautiful. Let's find out. Nope. Okay, Possessor Ray does not work with Selene. That's not what I was hoping for, but that's how it goes, I guess. Well, maybe we can still make use of it if we do an Omega attack build.
Hear me on my authority.
Solar Ring Blinding or Supernova. Okay. I really want extra dose. We can't get it until we get Nova Strike, though. I also really want Nova Strike, but I've already used a couple of Fates. I think I may need to use a few more as we go along here. Let's just take Supernova. It will work with Lethal Snare, so it's not a bad thing. And it looks like it does work with the crits, so that's good. With Possessed Array. Yeah, extra dose would be lovely, but Supernova's fine. Okay, let's try one reroll.
Not this.
Oh, perfect. Okay. I did not expect 2 Apollos, but I will not complain about that one bit. With how much I don't really care for this build, I will take the freedom there. I was wondering if maybe we get an extra resource or something, or maybe like a Demeter boon or something. Demeter might actually be decent with Weed Killer. Nova Strike, let's take that, and now we already have the prerequisites for Exceptional Talent. So we can take the Harmonic Photon in Oceanus and get it right away if we're lucky. I'm actually going to put this into Lucid Gain. Make sure that we restore as much magic as possible. With the 100, we can basically spend all 4 shells and retrieve them all, and it'll restore all our magic when Lucid Gain, when our casts expire.
Farewell, Athera.
This is a solid start, honestly. Better than I could have hoped. Oh! Let's do it. Weed Killer, and its epic rarity. Now here's the interesting thing about this. I'm fairly certain this does not actually increase the cost of retrieving shells with our Omega attack. So if I take Weed Killer and I spend a shell and retrieve it, it still only costs 25, but I do believe it gets the bonus damage from Weed Killer. That is... Okay, this is a better start than I could have hoped for.
When you invoke the will of night, you'd best not flinch.
But that is why I did this in the City of Athera, because I did not know just how many boons we would actually get in Erebus. I wanted to make sure that if we're doing a high boon requirement build, we have a lot of options to get boons. And the City of Athera is better than anything else for that. There's no minor fines, it's all... Yeah, it's all major fines in the City of Athera. Ah, okay. That was foolish. Okay, can the poison clear, please? Thank you. And pop, 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 pop. Done.
I was witness to your rival's fall.
Into the purse.
Okay. Oh, after the first couple times I've tried this build, I am grateful for the helpful start. Mystery boon, we could go for... Honestly, we don't really need any of this now. Let's actually just take the Harmonic Photon, try to get Exceptional Talent right now.
Now then.
And if we can do that, I think we'll actually have ourselves pretty much a seamless rest of the run. Really, the only thing left that I feel like we might need would be... There we go, let's go for it right now. Winter Circle. Which might actually still be a bad idea because that'll reduce the effectiveness of Lethal Snare, but we might need the extra magic restoration. There we go. Alright, let's do this.
In the name of Hades.
Please. Reroll. There it is. There it is! Okay, so exceptional talent. Your Omega attack and special fire 2 times but use more magic. Here's the thing, with Possessed Array, it does not use more magic, but it does fire 2 times. So when I fire this and I collect it, still only consumes 25 magic, but it fires twice. Now we're rolling. Yeah. Oh yeah. Now we're rolling. Ah, out of the fire. Pretty much anything this hits will be useful. I mean, heck, we even have Weed Killer. That's nice. Supernova, nice. Okay. Yeah, like this particular type of build doesn't really make sense with Persephone. I don't think is even possible with Medea. And maybe it is. I don't think it is though. And obviously it's not possible with Aspect of Hell. So if you're gonna do a Possessed Array exceptional talent builds, I guess it makes as much sense to do it this way as any other way. I don't know, maybe Medea does work with this, but I don't think it does. And even if it does, it's a little bit more chaotic, because you don't fire your attacks, you load your casts. Or not casts, attacks, you know what I mean. Oh, whoops. Okay, let's deal with you right now.
Hold still.
Nova Strike, Weed Killer. Nova Strike's the higher damage. Let's go with that.
Excellent.
Poseidon. Wow, you really want me to take Poseidon, huh? Well, there's not much else we need, so let's maybe try to get Hydraulic Might.
Charybdis, devourer of ships.
Oh. That was fast. Okay. I actually just realized how much damage we did. I don't think I've ever done that much damage to Charybdis that fast before. Oh, yeah, I gotta remember to use my cast. Don't be dumb. Gotcha.
Don't get in my way.
Okay, what do we got?
This is my knowledge of the sea, and even still it has its many mysteries. For instance, how can such a horrifying monster as Charybdis come from such a wondrous place? And what's it doing in my rift, besides gorging itself?
Isn't Charybdis like Poseidon's daughter or something? Or there's like rumors about that? I don't know how... oh, there we go, Hydraulic Might. Sweet, and epic rarity at that.
Lord Charon's ship.
You know, Hephaestus is tempting, just for the armor. You know what? Sure.
In the name of Hades.
Security system. Lovely. I will take the healing. I'll even take the palm as well. Just stock up. Weed Killer. There we go.
There we go.
Oh, that's a lot of enemies. A lot of enemies gone. Well, we're not actually making use of that Selene Hex, unfortunately. Yeah, I didn't think Possessed Array spent it, but I wanted to find out. I'm just disappointed that it doesn't. But maybe that would be a little bit too broken. Because otherwise you could just charge up your Hex in no time at all. Max health. Oh. Automatons first. Yikes. Beauty.
Take me away.
Don't think we have enough money to afford anything except for maybe healing. Love extra dose, but we can't afford it. Okay.
Like magic. The trail to the mountain's closed, in case you hadn't heard the latest, babe.
Some good chunk of damage there.
You dropped these, babe.
Lovely. Yeah, now we're good. That's not what I meant to do, but okay. That worked. Not quite. Oh, ow. Gotcha.
But I don't want to go. I just got here.
She started it.
All right, there we go.
Always use more.
We're doing okay.
Onward.
You know, I've never thought about this. I wonder what Ocean Swell and Fine Line would do with Possessed Array. I actually don't know. If somebody knows, let me know in the comments below. And maybe we'll come across it in this run, but Possessed Array with Fine Line and Ocean Swell, would that even work? I don't know. I'm not sure. We're going to take the Experimental Hammer, try to get Bolstered Array.
All right.
Rapid Driver, okay, not what I wanted, but that's okay. If nothing else, it takes it off the list. And then when we do get another Daedalus Hammer, we might still get Bolstered Array. Oh, Chaos or Daedalus? That's actually a harder choice than you might think. You know what? I'm gonna go with Chaos. Daedalus might be offered again. But if we can get a good Chaos strike...
Almighty Chaos?
The Titan you know is Prometheus bestowed on mortals sacred fire from Olympus. In an interesting moment I did not entirely expect. How should that fire be used hence and in so many different hands?
Let's see, Omega Move channeling doesn't really matter. Bonus max health would be nice, but I don't really want to... Ah, we got Fates. Let's reroll.
Sure, why not?
Well, that's a definite no. I don't think that would count. I'm pretty sure talent doesn't reduce the... No, I don't think that works. Okay, one more reroll. Oh, there we go. It does mean that I can't use my specials to retrieve the skulls, but that's okay. For 63% bonus attack damage, I'll take that.
Yes.
So I do need to be a little bit careful, but should be fine. Well, let's just stay away from you guys. There we go. Ah. Really hate these automatons. Those ones aren't the worst, but they're not the greatest either. And there's Daedalus. Perfect. Yeah, I kind of figured it would show up again.
Sky Drakens.
Ace. Beautiful.
Okay.
Bolstered array. Nope. But, you know, volatile array is good too. It's better than the other two. So now when we do that, it lands and detonates again. Okay. Hephaestus, sure. Let's go for maybe Trusty Shield or Heavy Metal.
You probably
Heavy
can't
Metal would be pretty
understand a
good,
word I
actually.
say.
Goes half his health right off the bat. Keep forgetting I actually do have security system. I should be making use of it. Boom. Done.
Mindless machinery and nothing more.
Volcanic Strike, Anvil Ring, Heavy Metal. There we go. Perfect.
Such strength.
Let's go with the health. Just a little bit more. One more encounter after this, and we'll have that Chaos Curse expired. Oh, hello. I won't complain about you at all.
Melinoë, I shall ensure this area remains secure for now. Make your advance.
What do we actually want here?
What shall
Defense
it be?
posture, stalwart stand, divine dash. I don't want to prime 100 magic. And I don't think we need it, honestly. Let's go divine dash. That can be especially helpful. Especially against Prometheus. Oh,
Family's counting on us.
I don't really need... I'm not even charging up our Hex, so let's just... Oh, no. Oh, no, 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 no. Okay, well, there goes Heavy Metal. Not entirely, but... almost.
More.
There it is. Yep.
My chaos curse subsided.
Ooh, okay. Extra dose or winner's circle or success rate. Honestly, I don't think we need winner's circle. We're restoring plenty, and Supernova is giving us the ability to make use of lethal snare, so I don't think we'll take winner's circle. We could go for success rate, though, for the bonus chance on our crit. Or we could just take extra dose and see if we can get the extra chance on our attack. And you never know, Hermes might show up again, either in a shrine or just naturally. Oh, and we can retrieve our specials, our attacks using our specials now. That's helpful. Go.
In the name of Hades.
Dazzling Display's a thought too, but I think I'd rather reroll for extra dose.
Let's do it.
Yeah, okay, well, Dazzling Display it is. That's fine too. Yeah, let's try again. Beautiful. Floor spawning res. Let's reroll for extra dose.
Otherwise.
Nope. Okay, that's a shame. You know what? We'll do Solar Ring. There we go. Now our cast inflicts daze as well. Let's check the shop, see if we come across Hermes. Nope. More Demeter, though. I don't really think there's any Demeter that we need. Nah, let's just move on.
Again, we meet. My forces almost stopped you, but they didn't quite succeed. Now you're against Aitos and me.
The prospect of exacting vengeance on your troublesome eagle, if not you yourself, helps keep me going. Shall we commence?
Yes. I mustn't keep you waiting. For I know who shall have their vengeance here, and I'm eager for you to find out. Go,
Oops. Okay. We're good.
You gods.
Middle. Bottom. Top. Bottom. Top. Good. Okay, go again. Top. Middle. Bottom. Middle. Top. Top. Middle. Bottom. Middle. Top. Okay. Almost. And done. That actually might have been just fine against Heracles as well.
For this was bound to happen as it did. Was there nothing
I will say this build is way stronger than I expected it to be, but we also got everything we needed pretty much by the first chamber in Ephira, or in the Rift of Thessaly. And that's, yeah, that's maybe not realistic, but that was good. You know what? We could do Black and Fleece. Increase our Omega move damage. We're past the threshold, so yeah, let's do it. With an exceptional talent build, this is the time to do it. Not sure what hit me there, but that was not very pleasant. Oh, get back here. Okay, grab the Stardust.
Got it.
And away we go. No, okay. Don't think we need Demeter. Let's take the triple palm instead. Ooh, lovely. This actually is not terrible. Because I can just take them all out in 2 hits. Done. Boom. I'm pretty sure we took them out before our security system ran out there. Weed Killer. Yeah. Oh, I could have checked. Ah, it doesn't matter. Oh, come now. There we go. What? Oh, come on now. Stop it! Demeter, okay, let's see what she's trying to give us. She seems intent on showing up, so let's... wait for it. Now. There we go. done.
Hear me, on my authority.
Frigid Rush, Plentiful Forest, Steady Growth. You know, Steady Growth would have been nice a while ago. I don't really think there's much else we could take, except for maybe Snow Queen. Yeah, maybe Snow Queen. Let's take the Plentiful Forage, get some extra healing. Why not?
In the eye for me, all right?
No more Hermes, huh? Okay. Well, let's go for extra dose. That's not extra dose. Backburner, I guess? I don't actually know if that's going to work against Typhon. I don't think it will. Let's try another one. Arctic Ring, Frigid Rush, Arctic Gale. Well, I mean, sure. We don't have Origination, but... Okay, we're in about as good a shape as we can possibly be, so let's do this. Yeah, we're at full health, we got some armor. We might actually be able to clear the Typhon fight without taking any actual damage. Especially if we can get the crits on that as well. Oh, let's not get hit by that. We're good. Okay. Oh, missed one. Good. Okay.
That's quite enough, Typhon.
Doesn't really matter about the spent shells, it's more just a matter of detonating our Omega attack as fast as we possibly can here. So if we collect it all right away, yes, we're going to burn through a ton of magic doing this. But if we can restore a little bit more as we go here. There we go. One. Good, okay, get the Lucid Gain. And ready, go. Done.
This is for you.
That might be the fastest Typhon kill I've ever done.
Down with Typhon.
365,000 damage with our Omega attack. Yeah. And yeah, we managed to clear that without even taking a hit. Thanks to the lovers there. Okay, I mean, it's a... it's maybe not really leaning fully into the Aspect's special ability very much, but it is a disturbingly powerful build if you can get it, as you just saw. So let's just kind of rescind everything here, and then we'll take a look here. Aspect of Melinoë. Nova Strike is great. Flutter Strike works as well, but if you're going for exceptional talent, you obviously want... to lean into Apollo as much as possible. Lucid Gain is definitely important, because if you're not restoring massive amounts of magic as quickly as possible, you won't be restoring nearly enough to be able to pull this off. If you can get Bolstered Array, that's great, but Possessed Array is really the important thing, and then Exceptional Talent. And if you can get things like Weed Killer as well, you know, as well as maybe taking the Blackened Fleece, great. But this is really the... This is the build, I would say. Honestly, that went way, way smoother than I ever expected it to. So, I'm happy. I'm glad we got that one done. That was actually a lot of fun. Okay, so with that, that's going to do it for our last Revaal run before we start doing aspects again, just in the opposite regions. But that's going to do it for today. Thanks for tuning in, and I will catch you next time.